Hey guys, so we're doing the strongest pipe cleaner faction. Um, so first we gotta introduce the factions. We got the Imperium of Man. We got the Silly Boys faction or the Goofy Goobers faction, with Uncle Clunk and the Plague Doctor. Then we got the Brothers faction. The Plague Doctor is in this faction, but they kind of flip flop between the Goofy Goobers and the Brothers faction. They're kind of like a loose cannon. And you got the Brolys faction. They're just a bunch of alternate universe Brolys. And, dang it, I want to get this out of the way. Then you got the Arthur Morgan faction. Well, maybe if I, hold on. Yeah, that works. Then we got the, Firestar faction. Because, we need a Firestar faction here and there. And then we got the Plague Doctors faction. And then we got the Gold Chain faction. Because they got the gold chain, they drippy. So first up, we got the Imperium of Man. This takes place like millions of years after Warhammer 40k, and somehow the Imperium wins. Somehow, I'm just making up lore, so don't like come at me if I'm like bad at lore. So, but the Imperium of Man, like like they win somehow, and the the Blood Angels and the Iron Fists and the Ultramarines are the only people that are left besides the Black Templars. So they would be probably the most strongest faction. The Goofy Goobers, they're pretty strong, don't get me wrong. Uncle Clunk has a phone that if it touches anything it explodes. That's the power I gave him. It's like a stand ability basically. He has his own stand where if it touches anything it explodes as well. It's an all orange ghost. And and Uncle Clunk just carries the Plague Doctor. Like every battle they're in, he carries. So they're pretty strong as well. To the degree that it explodes, I don't know that yet. I haven't made that lore. Nothing beats the power of brotherly love. This is the Brothers faction. Nothing beats the power of that. They're going in S. Sheer power of brotherly love. When you're in like a group of like Christians, nothing beats the power of brotherly love. Because like Jesus loves brotherly love. Um, the Brolys, they're pretty strong. Don't sleep on my boys, the Brolys. So I'm putting them in B for Broly because the Imperium of Man has a Broly Slayer Titus, and he hunts Brolys because Brolys are technically Xenos. The Brolys again. I'm putting them in B tier. Oh, it's not working. They're going in B tier. For C tier, the Plague Marines. I ain't gonna put them in C tier, but they are pretty strong. I'm putting them. They're the rivals of the Space Marines, so I'm putting them in A tier. They have to be at least somewhat relevant to the Space Marines in order to be their rivals. The Gold Chain Gang, they're in C tier. You see, Ches is immortal. She's like an immortal being, based on the lore my friend made for her. Because like a mad scientist, like did a bunch of stuff, like did experiments on Ches, and Ches, she basically like lives forever. So she did experiments on this other person who I made up, and she became immortal too, but they could still die, if they get like too badly damaged, they could still die, like basically like a zombie basically. Anyway, they're still able to be defeated, and they ain't really that strong besides the fact that they're immortal. So, um, Arthur Morgan and Modelo Arthur Morgan. Funny story about Modelo Arthur Morgan. Modelo Arthur Morgan is Arthur Morgan from the future. He decided to go like a lot of years into the future to find to see what would happen to the universe, and he did, and he found out what happened in Warhammer, and he became a Cadian guardsman. But because of his gun shooting skills, he was the best Cadian guardsman. Like, he was so cracked that even like a space marine was like, yeah, that guy's the real deal. Then he came back in time, met his old Arthur Morgan self, then took him into that world. And then like he waited for he found a cure to tuberculosis, by the way. And he basically waited until the Imperium of Man won to make his own faction. So they're on the run. They're still outlaws. They are just better outlaws than they were than when Dutch was around. They don't steal stuff. They are just running because the Imperium of Man is chasing them. They don't do crimes, really. Um, so they go in C tier. They're running from the Imperium from a reason. The Fire Invincible boys in Firestar Sukuna, um, they're still technically Xenos, so I'm putting them below B tier. They could be able to take out most of the Imperium of Man, but they wouldn't be able to take out all of them, except for like Rabute Gilliman, you know, like Azrael, like all that stuff. There's still some people I didn't put here, and like the White Templar Chapter Master, and and the other guys. Rabute Gilliman, he survived. He carried the Imperium of Man basically. I like to think that Rabute Gilliman, his hope wasn't for naught. You know, he basically like fights to keep like the Imperium together, and then one day it actually worked. I'd like to think that one day because I feel real sorry for Rabute Gilliman. You know. But anyway, that's the tier list, guys. I'll post this on my shorts, and I'll see you all later. See you.